supposed to be the crime scene, but it's sealed off. They've left it like this for 6 months?
No doubt they've shirked their obligation to clean up. I suspect the peacekeepers are lazy to a fault.
I'll let you know, I was looking in the hand, I didn't see nothing.
It's the other hand. The hand she's opening this door with, I believe, is the hand I saw something red in. I don't think she's a suspect or anything. It's just something I noticed was in her hand. Or it looked like it was marked in her hand.
The peacekeepers may be sloppy,
on the wall.
but even
What the
they
fuck?
wouldn't leave the crime scene
Blood
completely
still
untouched.
on the wall. What the fuck?
The body was
Nigga
probably
clean it
found
off.
around
Like,
here.
what the fuck?
The victim's name is Sugamo
Can I
Iho,
steal some chips?
an old man
I'm
who
trying to
owned this
make a
place.
flip
His reputation left much to
with
be
the
desired.
nightmare.
This place was an illegal casino
I don't
operating
care
at
if
obscene
you
rates.
smell.
Even the...
You sure
I've
know a
been
lot
a
about
mover.
it. When did you...
I
Touch
told
him on
you,
his
I
shoulder.
gathered my own intel while waiting at the cafe. The real interesting note is that this crime scene also had no way in or out. At the time of discovery, the door was locked from the inside.
There aren't any windows either. Which is expected, given that it's some... There are air vents, but they have secure
Bro,
covers
it's a
barring entry.
casino. It's a... There's a secret...
Besides, no one's
secret
able to reach that
exit
high up.
way.
No
Come on
windows.
now.
The only way in and out is the door that was locked from the inside. It's a locked room,
But there's
Shut up.
not much more to investigate. We don't know what state...
I told you not to worry. The
Think
conditions
about it.
have
One
all
of the
been
things
met.
got to order. There might be a back room door.
I noticed something
Don't tell me
already.
you've forgotten I'm a master detective.
I'm trying to see if they'll angle it so I can point it out to you.
your forte.
My forte is post-cognition, the power to see the past. However,
Selling cake. Then I felt so pain. Part of me getting fed up. Looking out the window, trying to keep my head up. Talk to the kids and told them, man up. If I never
another way to
said
describe it
no.
would be as crime scene limited psychometry, if that's easier to understand.
Hey,
Yeah. My bad, it was a little karaoke.
now I got it. I heard you yelling "shine bright like a diamond" because I was doing some
My
other
power
shit.
allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene.
The first
Not the
witness saw the
culprit,
person.
not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered. The memory
Okay.
or perception of the witness does not affect my post-cognition. What I see when it comes to my power, the witness is not a camera or a recording device, but rather a trigger. Perhaps the best way to think of it is like a bookmark stuck between the pages of when the body was... Well, there's no point in wasting more time explaining.
That power sure is convenient. It's similar to the mystery labyrinth, where I recreate the crime scene, but now it's done in the real world. Although, it is limited to both the crime scene and the moment of first...
But still, it's amazing.
On the other hand, Master...
Okay, let's. Okay.
Get off his dick, thank you.
Her, they, them, or her. Not saying. Oh, I thought I saw blood on this.
That's an odd place to put a clock.
I wonder what it's
Oh,
like.
never mind. That's just
Well,
beans.
I have some good news for you.
What is it this
What?
time?
Master, try to remember. Did you feel anything back on the Ometer?
Yeah, whenever they use the
other
ability.
night.
This sensation. Somehow, it feels like I can hear what Poochie hears. Right.
Yes, that's it. Maybe your coalescence will work now.
Coalescence?
Simply
So that's
put,
my
it's
forte.
the ability to share someone else's power. On the train, you only felt the resonance of other people's fortes, but its true function.
Wait. Then that means I can also see the scene in the past with hope. That's amazing. Is this your ability, Shinigami?
So this nigga's elite.
Something like that. But there
Trying to
are
think
conditions
of
for it
another
to
character.
activate. You must kiss someone to share their ability.
That's a lie.
What? Kiss? Hello?
I lied. Oh, did you blush? Did you
We
really
literally
want to?
didn't do
I'm
that.
about to
So
say,
don't know
smooch,
if
smooch,
yours
smoochy.
or-
messing
Where they
around
get
and
the
tell me how it
smoochie.
works.
You need permission from the person sharing the ability first. Then, you must hold hands while the ability is active. That's it.
Okay, I can do that.
I just got asked to hold Halara's hand.
May
Halara,
I hold your hand,
baby girl.
Halara.
baby boy?
Halara?
I need you to be quiet. I'm concentrating.
Sorry, but there's something I want to add.
Oh, so he's just explaining the ability. Okay.
Coalescence. Hold hands. You
Yes.
and me.
Yes,
Yes.
that way I'll be able to see the past too. I think.
My sources make
Nigga.
no mention of such an ability. In fact, you're just a
The,
trainee.
the vibrations of the ear, bro.
Yeah, but I just remembered I had it. Anyway, we don't have much time.
Makes your
Let's
boots
try it.
chamber.
I have no intention of getting friendly with you.
Nigga, hold my hand.
Give
We
me
ain't
your
friends.
hand,
Not
sir.
like that.
I despise you.
Whoa.
Just the thought of holding your hand makes my skin crawl.
I didn't know you hated me so much.
Let me be clear. I don't just hate you in particular. I despise all of humanity equally,
Oh, damn.
I
I don't
thought he
trust
was gonna say I hate all men.
except the dead.
I had a feeling. Halara must be a demon straight from hell.
Then why did you choose to help me with the investigation?
As I told you in the beginning, I always work sincerely for the payment I receive. As long as you promise payment, I will promise my utmost efforts as a professional.
Then let me hold your goddamn hand.
Then please, hold my hand. It's necessary for the investigation. You can add this to my bill if you want. You'll agree then, right?
Fine. If it's what I must do as a detective, then I have no choice but to agree.
Now fuck me.
No. Imagine this nigga just yanks her close. Ha! Got you.
Ah, now feel my embrace.
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
Okay, recording.
I can see it. Everything looks different than a moment ago. Incredible. So this is post-cognition.
That table has been moved.
Yeah.
Can you really see it?
Let's see what else is
So your
different. I know the
coalescence
chairs
is
is
real.
different.
I didn't expect you to already have your own forte.
Nigga, I got
Huh.
memory
This
loss.
does save me the trouble of reporting it back to you. But it's quite inconvenient to keep our hands joined.
Hey, stop
Very
bitching.
well.
Nigga, shut up
Go ahead and lead the
and
investigation.
take my embrace.
Help! Police!
But
Shut up
unusual
and be my
crime scenes
theory
are
nightmare.
expected when you work for the WDO. Now, let's see what you're capable of.
Time to investigate.
Oh,
The key.
there's a key in the glass. Is it the key to the room?
Seems like it. By the way, being an illegal casino, the security was extremely tight. There's only one master key. It's also a special key that can't be duplicated.
If it was thrown in from outside the vent, it wouldn't be inside the glass.
So this is definitely another locked room mystery.
So it has to be placed in there.
So glad I met you.
I'm noticing that machine at there too.
A body. I see a body.
So there's a necker. So he was also hanged.
mirror seen through Halara's eyes is completely silent. There are dolls nailed to the walls and floor, and a corpse pinned down with nails in a similar fashion. This all feels like a dream. It doesn't seem real. There are abnormal decorations all around the crime scene.
Was he hung by from up the vent, maybe? Because there's pins here to here.
Hey, this vent. The cover is in place, but it hasn't been screwed on. Which means it could be easily removed, right?
What are you doing? You can't touch what you see in post-cognition, even if you happen to be 3 meters tall.
Okay.
I see. But I think this will be an important clue. The vent is about 40 by 30 centimeters. A thin adult can probably pass through.
Thin adult. Okay, we have a body type.
It's a man's corpse. His body is pinned against the wall with countless nails. There isn't much bleeding, so the nails must have been hammered in after he died.
You're starting to get the hang of this.
Oh, there are marks on
Yeah,
him.
if the heart's
Signs
not
that he was
pumping, that
strangled.
means the blood's not pumping as well, so
Yeah.
of course.
The vertical scratch marks were probably made when he resisted.
The most basic of basic observations.
Okay, get off dick.
Thanks to everything I taught you at the clock tower. Such an awesome mentor.
This situation is identical to the murder at the clock tower.
The culprit first strangled the victim to death, and then decorated the room afterward.
But
Then how?
why?
By the way, did you notice the nail below the vent?
Yep.
Below the vent?
They've been
Huh,
stepped
some of
on.
the nails are bent downward. Maybe they were hammered in a hurry.
Or perhaps there's another reason.
Another reason?
They use it to get out.
Yeah. And investigation.
That should do it.
Good work,
There
IB.
isn't
Good
much
work,
else to
IB.
I've never experienced this before, but it's surprisingly convenient to be able to share my post-cognition. It's exhausting to explain what I see to a client.
Really?
People do not believe what they cannot see. I have often been called a liar.
I suppose fortes aren't always convenient.
We still have locker room mysteries to examine. The second incident was at the mansion. I have an idea of where to go.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
It's
I sure
closed,
God, if she
as
kicks this
expected.
thing down. Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's the strength of a nigga.
Nigga, a girl can be that strong. Hindsight 2020, nigga. Equality. No, neither y'all, all y'all niggas ass.
So this is the study where...
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time.
Give me your hand, bitch. You know
There's
what?
nothing
You know
left
the
here
deal.
I don't want to do it.
Ooh, that's a
I
nice
suppose
ass
I can
fish
share
tank.
my
What?
post-cognition
Yeah,
with you.
definitely is.
Are you sure?
Don't make it.
Is it bad? I want a fish
Just
tank
make
on
it-
my roof.
No.
Just so I can just look at it, just like, damn. They're just there when I go to sleep. Post cog me, bitch.
The crime scene of the murder is. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber. But the corpse
A
will
lot
never
more
wake
blood
up
at the
again.
bottom half this time.
Yeah. Neck
Even if the
mark
corpse did
again.
awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
Why is he synced onto that one in particular?
The victim is a well-built
But there are several reasons he'd be hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed to the church floor.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps
I'm mad I
they feel
skipped
no
what they said.
responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Wait. The fuck?
Is that really the case?
Sorry.
Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the nail wounds on the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways.
He isn't
But the
wrong.
upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down.
So then
his
he was
waist.
lying on his side?
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together.
That's disturbing.
I'm thinking, right, he was, what, so that's a lot of blood to be dripping down at first. So I'm thinking he was either sitting up or standing up when he got nailed while he was getting choked.
What? Yeah, maybe he passed out and then woke up. And so the person in the heat of the moment was driving these as hard as he can.
Down to the floor so he won't move.
Yeah.
The cause of death here appears to be strangulation, and like the others, there are rope marks around the neck. Oh, but on a closer look, there's a mark
Slash.
left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
It couldn't have been the rope that was used to strangle him. The thickness
to-
is completely different.
There are two different types of string marks in the body. But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
We're done. This is where the
Was he
doll is.
considering
Master,
No, though I am curious. Is Halara a man or a woman?
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
Not at all. I guess it'd be pretty rude to ask now.
I'm so many seconds away.
Them bullets was
There's
lit up
only
too.
one doll nailed to the wall. Comparatively, there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there
Yeah.
was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out.
Please don't tell me this nigga's Scooby Dude. You know what I mean?
Did the culprit do this on purpose?
IB?
This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
but it's kinda creepy cute.
I'm thinking.
I wanna put one
I
next
think
to the
he's
top of the
Scooby Dude
staircase
as in
so
he
people
took out
can
the
read.
eye so he could look through it.
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper
Oh,
materials compared to the other
Yeah.
ones.
This, yeah, cheaper
Hey,
material.
right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain. The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into. Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose.
There's
Looks
a
like
mark?
a string rubbed against it.
I don't know
How
what
did
he's
this mark
seeing.
get here?
You see it?
Yeah, like
Oh.
that's how they use that. They when they use something to gouge out the eyes with.
Mm.
There is a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through. And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
Oh, what's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the vents, like something scraped against it.
They
Really?
they could have used that to walk from the outside.
True, but I'm trying to think, did they hang him from there?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000 Shen.
You're
Bro.
charging me for it?
I just. The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it. Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from the perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around. You should give me 10,000 Yen as a reward.
Okay.
I'm kidding, a headache.
Let's move. Let's end this investigation. Door.
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist. The scenario
Or was
resembles
no
the
spare
locked-room
here?
mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of the master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
It was found
Under
underneath
the
it?
corpse. But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found. I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my effort.
Right.
Okay. You feeling it, booby? Come on, Yuma. What the fuck?
Huh? What's this?
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
Oh, this is it. You're right, but can this photo be trusted? Could it be something the peacekeepers fabricated?
The peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication. After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Was that a compliment?
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Okay, nigga.
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay, but why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery? Also, what was with that cat photo anyway? That's...
Okay.
Looks like there's nothing left. Can't be.
IB?
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't. So, do you have any idea who it could be now?
Now we've gathered enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance,
I'm rolling
the
off
answer
this
is
set.
simple.
You think it's a big nigga?
Huh?
I said I'm
Laura,
ruling
did you
out
already
this
solve
pet
the
nigga
locked room
book.
mystery?
What if we just not thinking of looking at the big picture? What if it's all four?
Yeah.
What? You haven't?
There's no way to solve it with what we have. how was the room locked?
It's on unless you'd like to hire me
But
to do it for
that's
you.
what I'm thinking, right?
It won't
They
come
got
cheap.
somebody,
I'll figure it out myself.
somebody strong enough
It's really all
to
about the money with
actually,
Laura.
The longer I'm
to
with
actually
Laura, the
strangle
deeper
out.
into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is our last crime.
Wait!
Because I'm thinking it's Blue Nigga. Because he was also my original suspect.
The next one is the art gallery.
Right.
But the other thing it's making me question that. It's just like you, I think like everything points for it not to be the big nigga, so it makes me think it's the big nigga.
Is this the storage room where the crime scene took place?
That seems very
It's
like
locked.
iffy.
We're going in.
We're like a couple of...
This place looks
Was
completely
the
clean.
first on the scene the person from the church again?
yeah.
As expected, it's the same worshiper. He said he was trailing the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage room, they discovered the victim's corpse. The door was
Or
locked
does
at the
Blue
top of
Nigga
the
get out
stairs.
and then he always
The
just
key
goes
was
back to
found
find his
inside.
work?
Ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
What do you mean special? People have died. Let's start investigating.
Yes.
Pre-call me, bitch. Oh, never mind.
So the women get found.
Post-cognition reveals the crime. The room looked the smell. If even the smells from the past could be recreated.
Oh.
The corpse of a young woman.
The victim's name is Issa Moed.
Okay, yeah,
She
she's
used her good
also
looks to have relations with many
cut.
men. The amount of suspects
Many
who
men.
have written her name on the doll is nearly too high to count.
So, a person who runs a club, a person who lived in a nice, wealthy place that was not liked, and a girl who used
The
men.
victim has those same marks that suggest being strangled to death. Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from struggle.
Was all the victims' hands nailed, or was hands was nailed to the ground, or nailed or something?
Was her hands
Like
not?
the
As well.
Like the inside of their palms, were they always nailed down to
Yeah,
something?
there's a wound on the back of her head. It looks
the
pretty
fuck?
deep. This may be the real cause of death.
This bitch that got bashed over the head, nigga was all like, oh, got choke you. Either way, the fuck?
Not unless the person didn't actually still didn't.
Well, if she was bashed over her head, the problem would then be, right, you gotta basically noose her up, right? And if you're saying she's still alive, then she would have the claw marks. And her hands are pinned down. And yeah, the others were pinned.
Painting lies on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas. One nail goes through the head,
What the fuck is
another
that?
nail is
Yeah.
Nailed inside the.
Yeah, it looks like a
on the
key.
chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's hand. Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key
Okay.
was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
Okay, so this is something that I'm keying on to. This whole keys always left behind to be found seems like way too much blatant. Like, it feels like, yeah, I have to do all this. Because it feels like someone showing off, I guess, is what I'm saying. Because it's like those players, you know, when you play basketball, they could go for the layup, but they want the highlight. Or you say they can't do it, they're going to do it now.
That's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick.
Small window.
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
The window juts out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for some. You should check the window in the present, just to make sure.
Currently, it opens outward slightly, but there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through here. There's a nail stuck in a painting. The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal.
They're not bent.
There are 2 keys that the other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff. That
Owned by
staff
the
member
art.
always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it. Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member. If the culprit is that staff member, then this wouldn't be a locked room mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd
Or
immediately
infinite.
become the first suspect?
I guess you wouldn't.
Okay.
Counter!
I think it's a good idea. What am I missing?
I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder. Or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
Alright.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
Be quiet. That should be enough.
Okay. And so, main suspects, IB.
That should do it for the room. It would be
Blue
best to check
hair.
outside of it. Go ahead.
Girl,
I'll
then the
stay
big
here.
nigga.
Outside the window?
For me, blue-haired priest. Ooh, I just thought of something. What if Big Nigga got these niggas to do all
Trying to
this?
inspect the wind and my master does.
Hilari's right. This is something I
Like,
can't
you
just
get-
rely on everyone else after putting on a
You get
tough front for
Muffin,
that kid.
you got hand covered girl,
That's why I
burns
have to do it.
burns the shit.
Or maybe help.
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional
Then you get other niggas to do other shit while you just puppeteer. But at the
Stupid. It's why you're so deep in debt.
I know.
What are you mumbling about?
Oh, right. I hope that's not the case.
I see.
oh, so someone could have came up
Here's
here.
the window.
Well, See anything strange?
No, nothing strange about it.
I see. Try entering through the window.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try it.
Okay. I can't. I can't even put my arm through this. I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Huh? Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Did you not?
No, not at all.
All right. Oh, what the fuck?
Still suspect.
The nail man?
Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh.
What? I'm not doing anything shady.
I'll call the peacekeepers.
Wait,
I'm a peacekeeper.
I'm a peacekeeper.
What? Of Amaterasu Corporation?
Yes, of amateur.
You totally fumbled that. You're no good at lying.
What did you say?
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation. We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Hey, Alara, are you sure it's a...
I've told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something I'd like to ask you. Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh,
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure.
Okay, tell me everything.
that day, I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared. He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the ark. So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone. According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for was being pursued by the nail man. I couldn't help but feel terrified.
Why do I feel like this nigga's black, the voice actor?
How did you notice something was
It's
off
not
in the
like-
storage room?
Because the way he said them, nail man. Sound a little
Lights
smooth.
were on, even though they were usually off. So I went to take a look.
So
The door was locked, so I opened it with the key I
yeah,
had.
buddy. You know, I just come into the smooth FAM radio.
But I was afraid to go any further. So I let the church person go first and opened the door while I watched from behind. And then there was...
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking the door?
Yes, but the churchgoer accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door.
Okay.
Paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Okay, I get the picture.
Oh, right.
Dun 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 dun.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
Hey.
I still have no idea what happened.
I'm still walking my
Time does not
priest
wait for
blue-haired,
Our deadline
and
is
I'll throw in
approaching.
big nigga.
You hurry back to the detective agency.
Huh? What about you?
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
And gone. What are you gonna do, Master? We've checked everything we can. All that's left is to point out the true culprit, but...
If only it were that easy. I have no clue what to do.
Oh, stop being so pathetic. Why don't we go back to the detective agency for now? We might get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
Okay.
We need to help him.
Please just make me appear there.